Hey guys, this month is exciting. First 40k 8th edition drops, and then I get wave 2 of the Walking Dead All Out War Kickstarter for the miniatures game. So if you are a fan of the Walking Dead, the comic books, or even the show, this game is awesome. It's a skirmish game. I did an unboxing video. I'll put a link in the description for my unboxing video of that guy. But we just got in the expansions as part of the Kickstarter. So backers who backed will get this next expansion. So we're going to go through each one of these. So here we have the expansion Miles Behind Us as part of the Green Farm expansion. Let me open this up. And then we'll show you some of the miniatures inside. So Mantic Games released this game, and it's a skirmish level war game. So here's the scenario for the story. And the way this game plays is it's gang versus gang kind of thing. You have a group of survivors versus another group of survivors. And the zombies are always controlled by the game itself. Alright, we got the map here with our little collecting guide. Oh boy, got walkers and miniatures. Oh boy, there's Ezekiel. I don't think Ezekiel comes in the Kickstarter, but I think it comes in an expansion, because I noticed that a lot of the Walking Dead stuff that came out for Kickstarter, you can get like a big box with like most of the stuff, but they do some retail exclusives. Oh look, a barn and a tractor. So if you don't want to build the miniatures, they got you covered. They got little flat versions. All right, let's get into this. Oh boy, some cards. So here's the miniatures. I'm very impressed at the quality of Mantic Games. Their miniatures are pretty good. Here's Tyrese. You know, it's a plastic. It's not like the quality that you'd get with Games Workshop, but it's pretty cool, and it's stylized. I mean, this is stylized to be like the comic book. So the features, some people say they look a little chunky, and they do a little bit, but they're more cartoon the way they're designed. Alright, so let's see who comes in this pack. Alright, so we got the comic book version of Herschel Green, Billy Green, Otis, Patricia, Lori Grimes, Dale, Glenn, Lacey Green, Tyrese, Carlos, Julie, Chris, there's Glenn again, Maggie Green, and Arnold. So there you go. So there's the characters coming in this pack. And you have some additional event cards. For the game. And then we got some more survivor items. This reminds me of Zombicide a little bit with these little cards. Zombicide, you can, you know, collect items like these as you search and try to find things to fight off the walkers. Some pretty cool stuff in here. Ooh, bear traps. Horse pells. Ooh, a scythe. Pretty cool. Alright, so that was in the first box. I just have to figure out how I'm going to store all this stuff. Alright, next box. Here we go. The Made to Suffer expansion. Open this up. There we go. Alright. So Made to Suffer. More scenarios. Missions. Oh, that's pretty awesome. So this is all the, the fight against the governor at the prison. All those tanks. Alright, here we go. Here's the map. They got a bunch of buildings there. So some more interiors, which is pretty cool. And here's the Survivor Collecting Guide. There's those walkers. I'm not a fan of paper maps to game on, but if you don't have the scenery, they got you covered. Oh, look, there's a tank. Yes. Uh-oh. You know what? I have a model of a tank that looks like that. I've been painting it black. Maybe I should paint it green. Just use it for Walking Dead. It's about that size, too. That would be cool. All right, let's see what we got. More event cards. But let's look at the minis. Oh, there's the governor. We'll pull him out. There's his daughter. Let's pull him out. Oh, and Rick. You guys will want to look at those guys. So we have Rick missing an arm. The governor's walker daughter. And the governor himself. Which a lot of people like the comic book version better. Which I agree. Look at that. He's gnarly. Rick cut off his arm, so he cut off Rick's arm. So a little bit of retribution there. Alright, let's take a look at these guys' stats. So if you ever wanted to see what happened when the governor fights Negan, this game's got you covered. Martinez. Dr. Stevens. Gabe Harris. Bruce Cooper. Brian Blake, the governor. Yeah, he looks like he's pretty tough. Oh, another version of the governor. So you can see the two different versions there. Gloria. Rick Grimes. Shiva. Curtis. Alice. Bob. Martinez. Yep, there we go. Around in a circle we go. Oh, where's Shiva? I wanted a Shiva model. Probably in the expansions. Alright. Now we have some objectives and supplies and equipment. Some more riot gear. Oh, Michonne's katana. Again, Walking Dead is one of those genres which you could play narratively in so many different ways. You know, with the all-out war setup, you could have huge groups of walkers, and then have like a small group of survivors that has to get around them. There's all kinds of cool stuff you can do. Look at all that. All right. Now we have our event cards. Event cards. All right, so that's the second of the 3 boxes in wave 2. Alright, so the next one we have is Safety Behind Bars expansion. Alright, let's open this up. Alright, here we go. We've got, this is just one cardboard tile. Got some fences and a little guard post. Alright, here's the start collected. Got it set up. The prison walkers. I'm so excited about this one. Let's see what the prison looks like. Alright, so there's your map. Looks like it's just, could be a prison. Oh yeah, that's kind of prison-ish. A little bit of a small map. But, again, I'm not a fan of these paper maps. Ugh, I like scenery better. But yeah, Safety Behind Bars. The cool thing is I got so much Zombicide stuff that all the prisoner stuff's gonna mesh with this really well. And we have a little chain here for, looks like Michonne's zombies. Alright, here we go. A lot of prison characters. Who's that standing in the corner? Oh, it's a zombie child. There's Michonne and her 2 pets. Alright, we're going to pull out Michonne, because obviously, who doesn't like her? And then we have one of the prison walkers. So that's pretty neat. I like that. Here's, I think this is this Glenn? Right gear? I don't know. We're going to find out in a second. Alright. Let's see what kind of cards we got. I think one of the cool things about this game is that instead of rank and file, like nameless guys, you've got all these characters. So it's very, very much designed for smaller games. And you could do a big game. I don't see why not. Oh, that's right. Grimes and Riot Gear. That's cool. Sweet. So there's the character cards. Oh boy, oh boy. Prison supplies. Watch out for the shiv. Mike and Terry, Michonne's little zombie friends. That's pretty cool. Traveling cloak. God, you could do so much cool stuff with these. I don't even know where to begin. You could really do a Walking Dead roleplay game out of this, too. It's pretty awesome. Alright, so there's those items. Now, I never really liked zombies, per se, because, you see, you know, the idea of a dead guy being able to get up and walk around is so unrealistic. But even Walking Dead, like, avoided watching the show for so long, because I thought, like, what? Just stupid zombies? But then I watched it, and it was more than just zombies. It was the whole human struggle and the survival and all of that. Just really great storytelling. Really good storytelling. And the cool thing is, as a gamer, now I can do more storytelling with the game. And the zombies, again, they're not the main focus of this game. They're kind of like hazards that your heroes have to get around. And they're more like part of the environment than anything else. But yeah, this is really cool. I'm really excited. I really like this game. These expansions are awesome. If you didn't back the Kickstarter, go out there and try to get some of the other stuff from Mantic Games. And a lot of this stuff is going to be generally released. A few of this is Kickstarter exclusive. And then if you're going to be painting zombies, here's my task. Here's some of the other Walking Dead models from that game. Mixed in with some Zombicide. Like that's Zombicide. These are all Walking Dead. Zombicide. This is from a different company. Walking Dead. Zombicide. Walking Dead. Zombicide. So you can see, like, if you play Zombicide, like, all these guys aren't too far off from these guys. You know, they're zombies. They're going to blend in pretty well. Yeah, so this one in the middle, this is Wargames Factory, Zombicide, Walking Dead. So you can see the Walking Dead ones are a little bit thicker in their proportions because they're from the comic book. The Zombicide ones are a little bit goofier, a little bit thinner. And the Wargames Factory ones are even thinner than that. Now, these are all different kinds of plastics. But the Walking Dead plastic stuff, this stuff's pretty tough. You don't have to do any gluing on any of the models. So if you're not into gluing and putting any other models, you know, these models are pretty good for that. And they're already based and everything. So all you got to do is paint them up. Or not. You don't have to paint these at all. They're ready to play. So there you go. So Wave 2 is out for Kickstarter backers. So look for Wave 2 in stores soon. And I'm going to have to go out there and get myself a Shiva and some of the other ones that don't come with Kickstarter to complete my collection here, because these are awesome. All right. I'll be back with another video when more stuff comes in.